Hello, it's me. It's me. It's Will Nitro. So yes, I am back. It's been a while. I know. I apologise, but things have been going on with me, with me, with me. Things have been going on. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's good. Don't worry. So, this is WCW Saturday Night, April 25th, 1992. This was a shortened show. I'm not sure why, but it was only about 45 minutes long, where normally they're on the network they're an hour and a half. So I'm not entirely sure why this was short. So I don't know if something been edited out of it, but. So the opening match was Scotty Flamingo versus Firebreaker Chip. Before I get to that, just to say that the guest announcer, or the special guest with good old JR, Jim Ross, was Atlanta Falcons defender, or guard, I'm not sure what position played, Bill Fralick. So, yeah. I mean, I'm an American football fan and I don't remember him, so, yeah. So Scotty Flamingo even versus Firebreaker Chip. Not a bad match actually. Better than I thought it'd be. Some good moves, and Scotty Flamingo got the win when he suddenly pile drove Firebreaker Chip to get the 1, 2, 3 to get the victory. Remember, Scotty Flamingo is heading to Wrestle War in May to challenge Flying Brian for the WCW Light Heavyweight. Well, actually, no, he's not. Because if you remember, I said that he thinks he should be the next WCW Light Heavyweight champion, but he's only got a title shot, so I don't know how that's going to work. Then they did an update about Sting. Sting was injured in a house show, apparently. Vader broke his ribs. He may have done. I don't know. Possibly. Maybe it was a storyline, but they'll say but I don't know. But yeah. And then he said he'd be back just in time for Wrestle War and War Games. That's convenient, isn't it? So yeah. The next match was WCW, one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. He'll always be the Enforcer. And he took on Larry Santo. And Anderson won quite comfortably here, where he gave Larry Santo the traditional spine buster, and no one kicks out the spine buster. So yeah. There wasn't much else going on in this show, to be honest. So we go to the main event of the evening, which was the 2 out of 3 falls match, because that obviously is the main event for WCW Saturday Night, and this was for the WCW World Television Championship. Barry Windham was the challenger for this, looking to become WCW World TV Champion for the first time, and he was taking on WCW World Television Champion and member of the James Alliance, Stunning Steve Austin. It wasn't given a lot of time, this, but it was good. It's probably the best match on the show, but then it wouldn't be hard as there was only 3 matches. But yeah, it was a good match. Barry Windham won the first 4 when he did a beautiful suplex and floated over and pinned Austin. It was lovely, really nice. So he got the 3. And then there was about 6 minutes left at this point of TV time. And the full 2 went all the way to the television time limit. Nobody won the second fall. Nobody won the match. So technically, Steve Austin won because no one got 2 falls. So he retained the WCW World Television Championship. Yeah, didn't like that. Didn't like that finish. Windham looked like he was going to get the second fall right at the end. He pinned Austin, but he was like half a second out. But yeah, so one of those things, unfortunately. So Austin still is the World TV Champion. So yeah, that was basically WCW Saturday Night. It wasn't one of their better ones. It was okay. Nothing special, really. The slow build for Wrestle and specifically War Games started last week and started on this show. So yeah, that's really all I've got to say on that. But I do have a question. My question for people is, and I don't know if you agree with me, I don't know if you watch the current stuff, but the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, are they cursed? So, let me take you back. Let me take you back a few years. So, when WWE announced there was going to be women's tag team titles, everyone went, oh, this is brand new. It's not brand new because they used to have, way back when, in like the 80s, they had women's tag team titles then, and then bin them off. So these came back, and the champions range from like Bayley and Sasha to at times I think Charlotte and Asuka won it at one point, and then Asuka won it with Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors. Love them both. Love Kairi. But yeah. So this leads us up until this year and the ridiculously amount of many tag team championship title changes. So it wasn't used when Sasha and Naomi had it last year. They walked out, as the story goes, and we've never seen them. They've been elsewhere, but they've never been in WWE since. So for quite a while, good I'd say 3-4 months before they decided to have a tournament. So they had a tournament to crown new champions, and this happened and that happened. Let's fast forward to this year. So it's different. I can't remember all of it that's happened this year, but quite a lot of it is quite fresh in memory. So Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan had recently won the tag titles. Then Liv got injured. She did a shoulder in, so they had to vacate the titles. So they had a quick tournament, which Ronda and Shayna won. And then Shayna and Ronda then took on the returning Liv and Raquel at Money in the Bank. And Raquel and Liv won. So this is like about 3 weeks afterwards. Right? And so then Liv got injured again. Right? So she got injured again. This is after they lost the titles to Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Hope you're keeping up, because it's not that exciting, but yeah. So then Chelsea and Sonya Deville, and then last week Sonya Deville had a match with Chelsea against, I think it was Charlotte Flair and Asuka Charlotte Flair and Bianca, on SmackDown for the tag team titles. And so this is why I think it's cursed, because Sonya Deville in that match, and they've only been champions like 3.5 weeks, maybe 4. She tore her ACL, so now she's injured. So my question, 2-part question: are the women's tag team titles cursed? I say yes. And should they get rid of them? Because the amount of title changes they've had in the last 18 months is plainly ridiculous. This is 1999 Intercontinental Hot Title Change summer. If you don't know what I mean by that, about pretty much everybody who was in the mid-card in the 90s in WWF in 1999 seemed to be Intercontinental Champion. There was a run of about 6 weeks where about 4 or 5 different champions. It's plainly ridiculous. I don't like champions having the title too long, hence why I don't like Roman. But I don't think taking the titles, changing them regularly is pointless. I personally think, I don't know what happened on Raw this week because I haven't seen it, but I don't know if it's going to be a tournament or whether they're going to scrap them or what. I don't know. And the whole point of this as well, Ronda and Shayna won the titles originally, when they merged them with the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, which at the time were held by Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. So, first things first, that never should have happened. They had no reason to merge the titles. No reason whatsoever. Didn't get it, still don't get it. Months down the line, I don't understand why they did it. They did it. I don't agree with it, but I don't agree with a lot of things in WWE, but there you are, that's my opinion. Yeah, so personally, I think that the WWE Women's Tag Team titles should be shelved. I don't like saying that because you can only have 2 world champions and obviously Tiffany Stratton NXT as the women's champion, but my personal opinion would be to shelve them, maybe leave it a few months, and then maybe start next year, bring in a women's single mid-card title. Now, I'm not going to say, like, I've heard people say about bringing like a women's intercontinental title and stuff like. I think, I don't know, I'm not like a person who would book things. I mean, there may be people out there who would have a better opinion, but I do think there should be a women's mid-card title, whether that should be exclusive to NXT, Raw, SmackDown, or like with some of the titles now, you can just float. I don't mind, to be honest. I'd rather see it in NXT because NXT's women's roster is so deep that I don't think there's enough. I think it's extremely deep, and Tiffany Stratton can only feud with one person or maybe 2 or 3 at a time, and I don't see what the other women are doing. There's no tag titles at all, so yeah, great, they're having feuds and they're having really good feuds. Some of them have been excellent, but they need another title, a mid-card women's title. That's my opinion. Whether this will happen, I don't know. My instinct tells me no. Even though Vince is off on indefinite medical leave. Yeah, so I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's just my thoughts, and yeah. So it started with a review, and it started with me pontificating. Hey, the world of Will Nitro. Thank you very much. I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And give me your thoughts. What do you think about the curse, the women's tag team titles, and my strong opinion that they're cursed and that they should disappear into the ether like other titles like European title, bring it back. European title, hardcore title, 24/7 title. You know where I'm going with this. So, yeah. Tell me your opinions. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to listen. I'm here to listen. You've only got 20 minutes. Thank you. But yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy what I have got to say. Oh my God, my beard's growing back. That's not a good look for Will Nitro. No. But thank you for putting up with my inane ramblings most of the time. But yeah, thank you for being there. It's good. I like it. So thank you very much. I will see you soon. And just remember, when you least expect it, Will Nitro will always be there. See ya.